Welcome to episode 9 of the PitCrew Podcast, where we bring the excitement of live music to your ears.
In this episode, we're going to talk about the Lil Yachty concert and how lit it was.
Before we start, make sure you check all of our socials in the description. Please subscribe. Let's get into it.
So this time, we went to the field trip tour to see Lil Yachty and the Concrete Boys, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And which the Concrete Boys didn't really come out.
Yeah, they were on the flyer, but like I didn't even see videos of them at any of the stops, so I don't know. But I know that they were with them because they were posting videos on like TikToks together.
Maybe he just had him backstage, but the other person that Lil Yachty brought out was Nick Hakim, and he does like some psychedelic rock as well, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he said that he helped Lil Yachty like on a couple of songs on his newest album, Let's Start Here, and that's definitely what he sounded like. So
the last song with them, Reach the Sunshine, and Failure. I don't know if you know that one, but yeah, that one. Yeah, man, feels good to be here.
Exactly. And the tour started on September, right?
Yeah.
September 21st in Washington, D.C. And then the stop here in Seattle was on October 24th. And then he's ending the tour in December 17th at Vienna, Austria.
In Austria.
He's doing a Europe leg, too. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I didn't know Lil Yachty was like that until I was looking up the tour dates.
That I feel like that's such a random spot to be in Austria.
But it's dope. Like, I didn't know he had that much of an audience out in Europe like that, you know?
Yeah, honestly.
And then the venue was the Paramount Theater. I really liked that. We've only been there once to see JID and Smino.
Yeah. And
that was really cool to be there again.
Honestly, that was this is the first time since that first concert. And I like that venue because it's got the floor and it's got the seats above.
I just love the inside. It just looks so cool.
This time,
I don't know if it's because of my architecture type eyes, but it just looks so cool in there.
Yeah. At this time, I like took a second to like really like just stare up at the ceiling and appreciate it because it is really cool on the inside. I didn't really know I kind of knew what to expect because I know that Lil Yachty is a lit performer, and
that was your first time seeing him, right?
Yes, this wasn't the first time seeing Lil Yachty because we went to Rolling Loud Miami and we were stuck in line.
We were in the line listening to him. Oh, that's the worst.
That is the worst feeling. If you've ever experienced that, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Exactly. That is awful.
I saw Lil Yachty when I went to Rolling Loud in New York, and that one was crazy. That was like the most people I've seen at a stage, like not at the main stage. That was crazy. But after that was Playboi Carti, and that was even crazier. So it kind of outdid him, but it was definitely something I wasn't expecting from him when I was there at Rolling Loud, because I didn't think that he was that big, but little did I know. You
don't think that he's like that lit, but like he has a lot of lit songs.
Because I really enjoyed his stuff, but I didn't think that many people enjoyed it. But
yeah. I mean, even me, like there was a period of time where I stopped listening to him. Yeah, and then you put me back on again when we were trying to go to Miami.
Bro, he's him.
And now I'm definitely I mean I've been convinced for a couple years, but I became reconvinced.
Even Kanye put him on his album.
Exactly.
That's how you know he's good.
Yeah. When he made it on Donda, that was definitely big for him. So all that to say that I sort of had high expectations that it was going to be a good show. I didn't know how it was going to go because his new album is like so different from everything, all his other music. So my fear was that it was going to be really centered around that and not the rest of his music. Well, I don't even want to say that it's a fear because I just don't want to, like, for me, when I'm going to any concert, I don't want to just like stand and just listen to somebody sing like really slow. That's not the type of vibe that I like when I'm going to a concert.
I mean, but either way, when we went to see Joji, he was just singing, and we were having a good time. So I don't know.
Honestly, you're right.
But like you said, it was definitely dope to like not know what to expect because of his new album.
Yeah,
because I didn't know what was going to happen.
How he was going to do it. Yeah,
because when I saw him the first time, it was just his regular music, and then he dropped this album, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really listen to it, but it's because I wanted to give it its own moment, and then when I did, it really wasn't what I was expecting, and then I didn't listen to it. But as you know, when I go to a concert, I always make a little playlist, and I go and I listen to it, and it really made me enjoy, even though I didn't enjoy it the first time. After the few listens, it was really catching on, and I really liked what he was saying on those songs, and it was more to look forward to when I was going to the concert.
I see. When I was listening to the album, I just kind of had the vibe that it was good, but none of them really like stood out individually amongst another, and none of them like really blew me away. Exactly. And so that's what I was trying to get at before in like my fear or like worry going into it, is that like, yeah, it's good, but like none of those songs off of he doesn't have one like hit off of that album. They're all like just equally as good. I think
Ride Me was pretty good though, or like something like, I don't know the exact name of that song, but it's like Ride or My Ride.
Let's Ride,
something like that. But that song, I think it was a hit. Like when the album dropped, it was on. It was really popping because I had that like song, just because of that. And with me listening to Pink Floyd and like psychedelic rock, actually, it was kind of cool to hear something new, you know. So going into it, I was kind of excited to see what it was gonna be like.
I thought that it was gonna be a good show because I knew that he's a good performer. So that I knew going into it that he puts the effort into his shows. So that's why I wanted to go. I'd never seen him. Like, him dropping a new album didn't deter, or like a different album didn't deter me from wanting to go. If anything, it like made me more interested in like wondering what's gonna happen.
That day we pulled up, it was raining, right?
Yeah.
It was pouring.
It was actually really raining, yeah. And
we couldn't find parking.
No, last time, if you guys remember, when we went to JID in Smyrna, we were talking about how we parked literally across the street. And this time,
we were looking to do the same thing.
We were trying to do the same thing, and that whole area where all of those cars were parked is now a turn lane.
It's now a turn lane. What? We were like, what? Where's all the parking?
Like, where's the shoulder? I was so pressed because we ended up driving around for like half an hour. Yeah, just to get some parking. But we finally found it not too far away.
Had to jog a bit.
Yeah, but we made it in time to see just in time to see Nick Hakim.
Yeah.
And we always pull up just in time somehow.
We're just like...
we always manage to just...
We literally walk into the crowd, and then
they come out.
And then
like a minute, 2
the
minutes
opener
later.
just comes out.
It's great. And he was like, oh, we're going to slow it down for a little bit before Yachty comes out. And then he was talking about how he helped him on the album, and... he was just giving Lil Yachty his flowers, basically talking about how talented he was, and then just like, yeah, you know, we're gonna slow it down. I'm gonna sing some songs, and then he's gonna come out.
Yeah, man, we're just gonna slow it down for a little bit, and then Yachty's gonna come on with his incredible band, man.
And he had a whole band with him. Was it Lil Yachty's band? Do you remember?
I don't think so.
I
can't say for sure, but I don't think so.
I'll see in the video, but either way, he had a live band with him, and no backtrack, nothing.
He definitely had a cool little vibe. I was really liking it. It was I didn't know who he was, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what
Me
to
neither.
expect.
Yeah.
But he came out and did some psychedelic rock, and it was dope.
Uh-huh. The way he was singing caught me off guard. It was definitely like,
He was definitely dope.
yeah.
He had like a Mac Miller type vibe to me. I don't know if that.
I know what you mean.
If
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And
Yeah,
he played a couple songs, like you said. He said that he collabed with Lil Yachty on his new album.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool for him to bring him out.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
that'd be the opener for his show.
I thought that it was a cool choice, especially for like him with the new album and trying to like match that sound. I thought that it was cool. I just think that everyone there was like, I don't know, people weren't really feeling it or paying attention, which I
Exactly.
was disappointed in, because I was sitting there trying to listen to what, to what he was singing.
Yeah, like those girls asking us like what time it was, like when is Lil Yachty
Yeah,
gonna come out, like,
just trying to like, just trying to talk to us about some bullshit. I'm like, bro, you're facing backwards. You don't see somebody's performing up there. That shit always
Baffles
gets
me.
me. Yeah, that shit always gets me.
Exactly.
But he only did like a quick little 30-minute set. But I thought that he did good. The band did good. He sang good. He definitely did the best that he could with what he had. And then Lil Yachty's entrance was actually pretty crazy. The stuff that he put on the screen.
stuff that he put on the screen was so like, it was dope. I didn't
Mhm.
remember that until I looked at my videos. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was the little video, and he's like, please prepare yourself, like, let's start here. And
Exactly. He's like, open up your mind.
yeah, it was really dope.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll see the clip in the video, but
Yeah, because there's no music, so we can play
yeah.
all the whole clip.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was really, really dope. Not what I expected from Lil Yachty at all. And I thought it was cool because the screen was a different shape than it was the last time that we were there. Last time it was like just one curve, and this time it was like
It was kind of like a Coachella stage. I'm not gonna lie to you.
literally, like, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or like a festival stage.
Yeah, when I was watching Nick Hakim, I was like, this would hit harder for everyone if we were in the desert. And it's like at 2 p.m. in the desert, and he's on one of the little stages, like more than like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. rainy ass Seattle. Like this would hit a little different. That's what I was thinking. But Lil Yachty came out and he was singing. Oh, hold on, let me pull up the playlist for the set list.
Yeah, his set was really weird. I'm not gonna lie to you, because he did a chunk of his album at the beginning. And then he did the lit songs, and then he did another chunk of his album
to end it. Yeah, it was. I know what you mean, because I get what he's going for, to try to make it like a kind of thing, like a like a up and down. But his new album is just so drastically different from all his other songs. It's not a smooth transition. He has to like stop the whole show and then
switch up the vibe,
and then switch it, because the band's gonna step off, and then the DJ's just gonna play the song, or the DJ's gonna walk off and all the band's gonna come back on. So there's no way for him to smoothly transition it. But when he came out and he was singing,
definitely a good way to start the show.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
like, bro, start it off like that.
It was
by all means.
It was definitely a cool vibe for sure. Like the highlight that I thought is
Let Him Cook.
I think The Ride is my favorite out of the ones. He did that one second, and I was just really surprised about how much people around me were singing, because like I recognized the song because I listened to the album a couple of times, but not enough to know the words. But people were singing like the whole. There were people around me singing the whole song, and that really blew me away.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Pretty. Which was the next song. I like the vocals of the girl on that song, and it's pretty dope.
That one's honestly a banger.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to that album, I definitely suggest you give it a listen. Even though if you don't listen to any of that type of music, it's just a vibe.
Yeah, like it is just a vibe. It's hard. That's what I'm saying. Like I cannot call any of the songs bad. But like I said before, none of them necessarily blew me away. But when I saw them in concert, it definitely gave me a higher, so much better appreciation for it, because he actually did a really good job with the visuals on those songs. Those were the songs off of Let's Start Here is the songs that he actually put the effort into, like to like the visual graphics and stuff, because all the other songs were just like the screen would just like flash like a color, or it had like his logo on it or something like that. But when he was performing all the first songs, it had like animations and stuff like that, like you would see at a festival.
And I really enjoyed how the band was in the background. Yeah, really just cooking.
Yeah, they really were, because he before he transitions into all the lit songs, he steps off and his band is just playing, and as he's catching his breath, and like the backup singers come out and they sing In the Air Tonight
by Phil Collins.
That was crazy.
That shit was so crazy. Like
that shit everyone's was just like, though.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh Lord,
that shit was dope.
That shit was actually
as the
dope.
Transition, like
honestly,
like what?
Yeah, because everyone's like, because Lil Yachty steps off and then everybody's clapping the band off, and then they walk off and Lil Yachty comes back out, and he started with Solo Steppin' Creep Boy, which is a pretty new song, and it's not like super lit, but he's just rapping,
spitting.
He's just literally. He said.
Basically, the whole entire song is just going in.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's just lit from there.
Oh, I'm saying it's up from there, because he did Slide. And I really like that song. If you guys saw on social media, he was gonna do that song at his Vancouver show, and he like the floor wasn't that full, and he called everybody to come down and fill the GA section.
Man, we don't come to no Lil Yachty show and just standing on seats. We gotta fill this fucking pit up. Hey man, we can fill this fucking pit up is what I'm saying. If you really fucking when we trying to get turned, we need to come down to this crowd. What are we doing? Fill that shit up, nigga. Fill it up. Fill it up. Now let's do this shit.
And then he posted on his Instagram. I'll probably put a little clip, but then that's the song that he did and dropped, and everybody was going lit, and that's exactly how I felt when he played it there, because everyone,
it was crazy,
because he started like doing it quick. So like with that one, that song starts quick, so you don't really have time to like open the pit or anything. It just kind of goes, and then everyone was like whoosh.
Exactly, it was up. Like I'm saying, I pushed up all the way. I got up real close.
And then he did another late night. I was still up there. He did Split.
Split was crazy.
Literally.
I love that song so much.
Yeah, I think
since it dropped, I've been listening to that song.
It's so dope to hear live. I was so happy that I was up in there.
That was the second time I seen it live. It was crazy.
Yeah, and then if you don't know that song, Split is like half the song, and then it changes to a different song for the second half, and then at that point, he kind of like stopped the show for a second because there was somebody in front of us that would like fell down or they couldn't breathe or something.
Bro, they were like passing out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and then right then, that's when I like backed up a little bit because I was.
You were with me when I was like telling everybody.
No, I was next to you until like they started like pulling them out, and then and then I backed up a couple of rows because I was like just trying to catch my breath, and then I was like, it's not gonna slow down from here, and that person passing out kind of just like freaked me out for a second, so I'm like, I'm gonna back up, and then I was kind of pressed because then he did get dripped.
Exactly. I was up. I'm saying
it was up. I fuck with him for playing that song, and he didn't even play his verse. He just
did play Bacardi.
He just did the play Bacardi part.
I get that drip, you get drip.
I wish I stayed up in there for that one because the next song was Yacht Club, and so that one's
a little more chill.
Yeah, I could have just stood there and caught my breath. And before he did that song, he tried. I'm gonna say he tried to have a moment of silence for Juice WRLD.
Oh, bro, that was so annoying to me. I was like, bruh. And then someone literally screamed. I was like, yo.
Hella people were screaming, bro. Like, and even you could see on his face, like, he was so
annoyed.
He was annoyed. He was so, after they did that, he was honestly, like, annoyed.
He was,
for
like,
the rest
done
of the show.
Exactly with this show.
After
that.
Yeah, because later on, there were parts where he, like, wasn't really singing where he should have been, and I could tell that he was like pressed after that. I wasn't trying to yell and be like shut the fuck up because I don't want to make more noise, but that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, did you not hear what he just said? Like, what are you gonna gain from that? You just look like a fucking dickhead.
Exactly. It's like pointless what you're trying to get.
Literally, he couldn't even get it like completely silent, I don't think, for the whole time. There was always somebody making noise, and so then he just like dropped it. And started singing, and I mean that's a good song. He did the whole thing. He was singing like both parts, his and Juice WRLD's part. So he definitely did it justice, even though everybody was being a bitch.
Exactly.
But after that, it really only slowed down for that one song because then he did NBA Youngboat, which is a
It's
lit
lit.
song.
Exactly.
And then he did Flex Up. And
Big bands. Whoa.
I was in that moment. I had already scooted back up, and I was just so happy because now I've seen all three people perform that song. I've seen Future, Playboi Carti, and Lil Yachty all perform that song, and that's how you know that it's a lit song.
Because everyone performs.
Every single artist on that song performs their part. It was great.
And then he did Coffin. That one was so lit because I was not in the pit and I saw the huge pit open up in the middle. I was pushing through the crowd. I was like, let me get into that. I got into it. I recorded everyone and then I got.
That was
bro,
lit.
It was lit.
He said, give me the keys to the coupe. I'm going to pull out.
Gotta work. So I do not pull out.
That's a fucking amazing song. You've probably seen the viral clip, and it's the best concert walkout ever.
Yes, I was there.
That was the one that you saw?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. What? He was like,
bro,
that was crazy.
I'm saying, I did not know that was the one that you saw on that.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
The day before my birthday, bro. That shit was crazy.
Damn, bro.
That's life.
That's life.
You just gotta be there for those moments. It's the best walkout in history, and then he's just like,
I know, bro. Trust me, I know. That's fucking lit.
Since that moment, I've been such a huge fan of Lil Yachty. I don't
How
know
could
what
you
to
not?
think.
How could you not? If you've seen the clip, then you already know. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, bro. It's up.
He did after that. He did From the D to the A
with no beat.
Yeah.
He just rapped his whole part. That
Literally.
was
just
dope.
standing up there spitting.
That song is great. If you guys don't know that song by T. Greasy,
Yeah, it's an old one.
it's an old cut,
but it's still a banger.
It's still banging.
Yeah.
We're going from the D to the A, baby. And then he did Minnesota, which is a classic.
Lil Yachty classic.
Are y'all tired? This sounds like an interview to do. I'm gonna tie this bitch up. What is we doing? I'm gonna get a hot period or something. Look at that shit back, man. You need to stay up. You can't take that shit. You need to stay up. Let's go.
Honestly.
How could you not know that one? He got a Sprite commercial off of that one.
Exactly. That one is a banger. This part, from Minnesota and these next couple of songs is his most known, because then he did Broccoli, which is
Another one that's
Another
just
Lil
if
Yachty
you don't know
classic.
this song, you don't.
That's not, I don't know how you don't know that song. And then he did I Spy, which he actually did
With Kyle.
I think he did the whole, he played the whole
I think
song.
he did.
Yeah, and I remember him at the end singing his part, because I have the video of him not really singing his part because he was really and I also think because he's standing there trying to listen and nobody's singing, bro. I was not happy with how the crowd was acting. And I'll talk about it more later, but that's what I'm saying. I'll put the clip in because he took his earpiece out and he's standing there listening, so he's kind of singing, but he's trying to hear who's singing, and nobody's singing. And so he was definitely pressed with the crowd. But then the last couple lit songs, he did Tesla.
Oof.
Which is I think that's his newest
my
song.
number one on repeats right now.
It's a banger. It is a banger. He was definitely cooking with that one.
And then he said, I took the walk to Poland. I don't listen to that song at all, but it was lit.
No, yeah, it's like the easiest song to sing along to, so everyone was singing that song. But I don't think it's like it's an important song. It's an important Lil Yachty song because it started off like this new sound that he's on after Let's Start Here. Mm-hmm. Like this new flow and just like beats that he's on. So I do think it's an important like song to him, and it's definitely super popular. But I don't personally think it's a very good song.
If he performed it 7 times back to back in Poland.
How could you not? But like,
and then after that he did Strike, which is, a banger.
I was rolling, I was speaking, couldn't sing, I was high as fuck tweaking.
It's a good one. That's a really good one. And then he ended the
classic of them all.
Yeah, One Night.
One is for life, taking pictures of all my life. I can't have no life. I just want you for life.
Which is, that's his song.
Exactly. That's the song. That's the Lil Yachty song.
Yeah, that's the Lil Yachty song, and he I think he did it justice. That one, of course, everyone knows. So everybody was singing.
That's the one.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's the one. One Night.
It was dope. It was really dope. After that, he brought the band back out, and the song that he came out with the band, I've officially lost vision.
Was banging.
Was so fucking banging, and I love the visual.
I've officially lost vision.
The visual for that one is like it's like a bathroom, like a dirty ass bathroom with hella stalls and like the sinks on the other side, but it's like
really?
the whole screen is like moving. I had to pull my phone out and record it because it was just a dope ass visual.
Exactly. I was just vibing after that.
Yeah.
After that,
after One Night, yeah.
I was just vibing. That it was so dope how he went into that, and then it was just like me just chilling.
Yeah.
In the crowd.
Yeah. At that point, I found you again.
Oh
and
yeah.
We were smoking the blunt together and just like we said, just vibing. That was dope because we had been separated, and then I finally found you again towards the end. That was dope.
And then he did a couple more and finished with the Black Seminole, the Sex Seminole.
Which is that one's a good one.
That one was really dope to hear too. He really went in. I think he sang most of that one. Yeah. And it was a dope way to finish the show.
I think that all the songs off of Let's Start Here, he was like singing the whole time.
Yeah, he was definitely really trying to go like really hard on those, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that you could tell that's where his passion was for sure.
Especially after what happened, with the Juice WRLD shit.
He definitely wrapped up the show good, and I was definitely happy and satisfied with how it went.
Definitely, it was a really good show. I had a great time.
Yeah, I definitely had a good time. I was
satisfied at the end.
I was definitely satisfied. I was very happy that I finally got to see him after listening to him for so many years and like
flip-flopping.
Yeah, falling off of him and then coming back. And
even his merch was like, "I'm the one you thought fell off" or something like that. We'll have to post that one. That one was dope. I'm like that was Erik.
I took a picture of the merch, so I'll put it in. But literally, you walked in, and you're like, "Look, bro, that's you. That's you."
I was gonna get him the hat, but I forgot.
Yeah, the merch was all right.
It was all right.
So, you know why we talk about all of our concerts, so we can give them a rating. The first category is the venue. I thought that the venue. I like the Paramount. Like we said, the Paramount is a good venue for concerts. And for the type of performance that he was going for, I think that he's trying to put on like the rock show, and the Paramount is a theater. It's not just like, it's not the showbox. It's not just like a
Exactly.
flat stage. It's like, it's got a lot more to it, so you can put like more of a performance on. And so for the vibe that he was going for, it was definitely a good choice. I just think that, it's not really his fault, but just the way that the fans that were like hoping that the show would go, or like the way that the fans would wanted it, ended up like working against him. Because when like Nick Hakim was coming out, or like when Lil Yachty like first came out and he was singing his songs, everyone was like just trying to push hella forward and started like, I don't know, just trying to like push people around, when it's like clearly like chill vibes. Like, it's not, nobody is getting lit and turning up, and that's how a lot of people were trying to act. Like, I noticed, because we were still standing in the back for the part where he first came out, but I noticed hella people just like trying to surge and like push people forward, and so that's why I didn't think it ended up being necessarily the best choice for Lil Yachty fans.
I see what you mean, but I feel like the venue was definitely a really good choice, because he was trying to make that performance, like we said. He was trying to show out his new album, and that venue has seating, and it has the floor for everybody that wants to mosh pit. And for me, that was the perfect thing. Like, I couldn't have wished him to be at the Showbox or the Climate Pledge. It would have not been a better place for him to be at for me. And that's why I feel like this performance was a definite 10 for me, because it was just perfect.
Yeah.
A perfect choice for the goal that he was going for.
I feel you. I gave it an 8.5, because while I am going to give him props for what he was going for, it was definitely a good choice for the type of performance he's going to put on. I think that Lil Yachty is a big enough performer that he could have done the WAMU. I think he could have done the WAMU with like a hella big floor, and then still the stands behind.
Yeah.
Personally.
I just personally don't think that's like a performance place. You know what I mean?
I mean, not generally, but like I think that it's got a big enough stage, and he, with the amount of effort that he was putting in, like he could have, like, because we saw.
I don't think they got screens like that there.
I don't know, honestly, because I mean they do have the big one, and like they've got the ones on the side, but it's not like the specially curved one. That's sure.
But
I think he could have done bigger. I think he's a big enough artist that he could have done more, and that's why I gave it a 8.5, because it was definitely a right choice for the tour. But from what the fans wanted, from just what I was seeing, like they wanted more floor than seats.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave it the score that I did.
I see. Let's just agree to disagree. Our second category is the stage, and like I said, it was dope. I really liked the Paramount Theater. His visuals were all really cool, and I liked how the band was there, and we could see them, and it was all really cool. I just feel like it could have been a little bit more.
I definitely agree. Like, he had cool visuals on the songs where it felt like he was putting the effort in. A lot of his lit songs, it's like
there was nothing.
It
was just like color. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's no like animation or anything. Or, like, it's not something that goes with like the album cover or anything like that. Like when he was singing when he's singing Yacht Club, he can put just like a boat on the water. Or things like
literally.
There's definitely a lot more that he could have done because the lit songs is the majority of his set, or like it's the middle. It's 2/3. It's the meat of the sandwich. It's literally sandwiched between the chill parts of his new album, and so. He just not that he ignored it, but like he just didn't put in enough effort on the visuals of that part, and you could kind of tell.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly why I gave it an 8, because it was there, but it wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I couldn't give it the full two more points.
I gave it an 8 as well. I completely agree with you. Like, he definitely had a cool stage. It was a cool design. It had plenty of space for him to go to the back and sing with the backup singers, be super, super close when he's turning up, or just like singing or spitting.
That's kind of why I really like that stage. I'm not gonna lie to you, because
it's deep.
I can get I was so close. Like, you guys are gonna see on the videos, but I was so close.
It's because the stage is tall, so they don't have to put a barrier in between like they do with the showbox. The showbox is like knee level, so like you're literally like you're half a step up, and you're
you can literally like see him like, so at that's why eye level. But Lil Yachty was definitely up.
Yeah, you're definitely looking like this, and so that's why you can be so close, because he's just standing over the top of you. Like, they barely have to put a barrier in between, how they do like at the WAMU or the showbox or something like that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I gave it an 8 just because he could have put a little more effort into the rest of the visuals. The next category was how everybody was interacting with each other in the music. And like I said earlier, I was disappointed in the crowd overall. I am really disappointed in the crowd. I don't really have any other way to describe it. They, like we said, they were not even looking or like trying to give Nick Hakim the light of day, which no matter who it is, like even at Lil Toe, when Lil Toe was performing at Joji, like the people in the crowd, like on the floor, were putting their hands up and like they were intently watching. This one on the floor, people are turning around, they're just having conversations. There was hella people around us just taking pictures, like girls just getting flicked up over and over again all around us. I'm like, there's a guy performing up there. And then just like I said earlier, how everybody was trying to surge and push around when clearly he's not turning up at the start. Like, he's got the whole band out there. What song do you think he's playing with the whole band that's gonna make you jump around like that?
Exactly.
I just think that they didn't really read the room, or I don't know, because
the crowd interaction was really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like we said, after that Juice WRLD moment, it was bad.
Yeah. Even though I was saying like how there were some people around me singing a lot of the lyrics of his new album, the majority of the time, even like the songs that you would think people would know, they're not singing.
They're just singing the hook.
That's
the only part that people know of the songs, the hook, and
it was
or there's just the repetitive parts.
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just a more of a
enthusiast.
Yeah, basically. But
I don't know. That just really like blew me away for how packed it was, and like how little they knew.
Exactly, and everyone's just pushing up, trying to get close for what?
It was just, I mean, I had a good time, but it was just not ideal vibes. So all that to say, I gave it a 6, because it was honestly, this year, it was my least favorite crowd that I've been in, as far as concerts that I've gone to.
Like the whole year?
Yeah, out of any concert that I've gone to this year, I was the most upset with this crowd. I can.
With like this Lil Yachty crowd?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. It was like, bro, you're here to see Lil Yachty. Why aren't you here to enjoy all of it?
The whole intro is like, open your mind, like get ready for the experience and like this and that, and then the screen turns off and you like, what are you doing? You did not open your mind. You just fucking close your eyes.
And wanted him to start singing all the lit songs.
Yeah.
You know, but that's why I even gave it a lower score of 5, which is probably the worst I've given the crowd.
Yeah.
Because, like I'm saying, it was such a hard split in between the songs that everybody liked and the songs that everybody didn't like, that everyone was just standing there.
Yeah. But I don't even think that that's his fault. Like, I think that's the crowd for just not giving his album a chance, because all the soul songs that he was singing, they're all off the same project. So it's not like, and it's brand new. It's not like it's.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's why I gave it even another listen, because I hadn't
Mm-hmm.
been listening to it. But
Yeah.
because I know that that's what the music that he's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed it more
Yeah.
because of like how open I was to the experience.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else was not it. That's why I gave it a 5. Our next category is how good was the artist's performance. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was better than I expected, because the Lil Yachty's band was so cool. It was really.
Oh yeah, I did not expect that. It definitely was a surprise to me that the band was as quality as it was.
Exactly. It was basically the same as the JID and Smino show,
Very
where
similar.
they brought out
Mhm.
their bands and they were rocking out.
Yeah,
You know,
it's just, I guess it's just the Paramount Theater. Like they just bring.
you just pull up to perform there.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, because that's exactly what they did. I can definitely agree with that. Lil Yachty's band definitely did their thing.
And then he was doing his thing too, even though, like, in the lit songs, it was just him, and he was trying to see how the crowd was interacting. He was still going in on his parts.
Mhm.
He was showing the energy. He was, give me the keys to the coupe, I'm gonna pull out.
What I like about what he was doing, different from other rappers, is that most rappers sing the hook and not the verse. He sings the first hook, sings the verse, lets the hook play, sings the next verse, lets the hook play.
Exactly.
He's rapping the meat and potatoes of the song. The part that he's actually rapping is the part that he's performing, which I definitely appreciate for him.
Yeah, he's definitely a good performer.
For sure. I think that he like I said before going in, I knew that I was going to enjoy it just because I know that he's a good performer and he puts on a good show. Where I like Doc Points is because I think that just the way that the set is set up, and that there's not like there's no really smooth way to transition it. And while I appreciated Nick Hakim because I see what he's going for, clearly his fans did not. And so I thought that, like, as far as song choice and like the vibe, that he didn't really match the vibe that everybody was going for. But that's why I only took like a point each off, just because of the way that it was structured, because Nick Hakim and Lil Yachty both did very good performances. Both their bands did good and put in their full 100% effort. And so that's why I gave it an 8, just because I think that it could have been structured better. That's really my main complaint, because as far as their singing in the band and like things like that, they were definitely on point.
I feel you. I definitely understand what you mean, but that's why I only docked at 1 point, because it's like I couldn't have asked anything more from them unless it was just to change the set list, because that was what really threw me off.
Mhm.
If you would have just chose to do like the lit and then the rock, or the rock and then the lit, I feel like it would have been better than to give me like split up, you know what I mean?
I just think that like just to that point, that it really like detrimented the like how the people like were acting in the show, and so that's why
Exactly.
I deducted 2 points, just because like
That's why I gave it a 9.
yeah, they definitely did good, and they definitely put in a lot of effort, and they did a good performance. It's just like I said,
That's what I'm
they could have
saying.
restructured it
I
better.
can't take anything from Nick Hakim because of the people. You know, his performance was good either way.
The last category is how everything tied into the theme of the tour. And honestly, like we've been saying, with how there weren't very many visuals that went along with the song. And like I said, with I've Officially Lost Vision, and like the bathroom visual, like while it was really cool and I enjoyed it, like what does a bathroom have to do with the song.
Exactly. It didn't really have anything to tie into. At first, I thought the Field Trip Tour was the name of his album, and
Yeah.
that's why I thought it was all tying in together. But then I looked it up, and it's Let's Start Here.
Yeah.
And that just put me into more of confusion, because what is the point of this this tour?
Yeah. I was disappointed in the fact that he has on the poster all the Concrete Boys, like 4 other rappers.
All the people that were on his cipher. I don't know if you
On the radar
freestyle.
side, on the radar
Freestyle,
that
yeah.
just came out. That whole cipher with them. That's all the people that are on the set list, and none of them popped out. And the idea of the field trip and him taking all the like his new team, because he used to be the sailing team, but now it's the Concrete Boys, and he's got all new people, and they're so like to show them off would have been cool. That's what I was kind of hoping for, is that, not that I'm disappointed with what Nick Hakim did, but if he brought them out, and like even if they did like 15 minutes each, like all 4 of them, or if they all came out like did a couple songs together, I'm not super familiar with all of them, but why put them on the poster if they're not going to come out?
Exactly.
And because the field trip, like what I got from that is that, he's like, this is his first time he's taken all his homies on tour and like showing them around, kind of. But then why didn't you bring them out at any of the shows?
Exactly,
Why didn't they
perform?
Why didn't they perform? And that's I was disappointed in that, because even the merch, like half of it just says the field trip and it matches the poster, but then like what? Okay, it's the same graphic, but what does it mean?
Exactly. His merch didn't really have a theme either.
Yeah,
It all was just loose ended. It didn't have like a connect.
It was just like trippy or weird or like different for him. So that is the only like connection that we can, or
Exactly.
I can attest to it.
That's why I gave it a 6.5.
I gave it a 6. Like I said, he definitely put in more effort than Joji did. There was definitely a better idea, but like he just fell short on the execution again. So that means that my total score was a 37.
And mine also was a 37.
So that means the total was a 74. Be cautious.
Which falls into be cautious.
And I would honestly agree, because like I said, the crowd really, really, really disappointed me. And like how everyone interacts with each other definitely plays a part into like your experience.
Yeah, and if you don't really like psychedelic rock or are into rap, I don't know what more you could expect.
Yeah, because the psychedelic rock and rap are like very different from each other. So you have to enjoy
at least one of
the genres to have got something out of the show. Because like if you just enjoy psychedelic rock, you can definitely be up in the stands and enjoy him singing in the band. And then if you just like his rap, then you can be on the floor pushing people around. But I think Be Cautious is definitely a fair
best
score.
Yeah. So some concerts coming up in December are on December 2nd, Mike Sherm, which is kind of funny that he's coming on tour, but not a bad show to go catch, I guess.
I feel like
if you're really into that.
I mean, it's not going to be like a big venue, but I feel like it's going to be sold out, because I know in high school everybody was listening to Mike Sherm. I know that he's got a very big fan base here in Seattle. So
yes, very big fan base here in Seattle. Everybody's into that type of rap.
Yeah.
On December 5th is Moneybagg Yo, which I think he was already here this year, which is kind of crazy to have him be out here twice.
Shout out to him. I don't think the first show was canceled. I think this is just his second tour stop that he's coming to Seattle again. So that's dope for him that he's going on another tour. Like wouldn't expect that from Moneybagg Yo.
Exactly.
On December 6th is TV Girl, which you said is like an indie.
Yeah, it's
band,
like
right?
an indie band. or it said something pop. I forgot what it said, but it's some type of pop, and they were at Coachella, which I have a song liked by them, but it's like a specific vibe. So if you're into that, definitely go catch them. I would suggest. If they were at Coachella, that means they were good.
Yeah, we had to put them on the list because they were at Coachella we went to, and you knew a couple of songs, so definitely worth the mention. On December 9th is Strawberry Guy,
which is another like indie guy, and he has a pretty good song which is really popular. I forget the name off the top of my head, but if you go to his like Spotify or Apple Music, I'm definitely sure it's gonna be the number one song, and I really like that song, and he's just another indie guy, which is just a vibe to go catch.
Yeah,
listen to some good music.
Yeah, I mean you gotta know what you're getting into with that type of music. You definitely gotta enjoy it. But
exactly,
it would be a nice chill show, I'm sure.
And then on December 9th, on December 9th as well, is Lil TJ and Kari.
I feel like Lil TJ would probably put on a good show. I like Lil TJ. I think that it's dope that I don't know if you know, like he got shot like 6 times.
What?
He got shot like on some 50 Cent shit. Like he got shot like hella times and lived. And then
that's crazy.
And I believe he dropped an album, and like this tour is like the tour, like his comeback tour from after like getting shot so many times and surviving.
What?
So yeah,
that's crazy. I'm not into Lil TJ like that, so I wouldn't know, because he has like a higher voice, and he's on that A Boogie type.
I think he's
singing.
I think he's better than a Boogie. I like him more. Definitely inspired from that wave, because he's from New York as well, so he's on that same type of vibe. But I think he's a better like rapper. He most of his songs he be rapping, even though he is in the high pitched voice. But he can sing too. So I fuck with him. It would probably be a dope show.
I see. And then on December 16th is Wookie,
who is a house DJ, and I really want to go to that show because I've recently discovered that he makes bangers.
He makes back-to-back bangers.
The newest song that he just came out with, Sunshine, is a really good song. You should go look that one up.
He sampled the old classic,
My Girl. I don't know when that song was made, but it's old as fuck, and it's just a really good song. He's good at sampling like popular songs and then flipping it into house music. Anybody who's good at sampling, I can appreciate. So exactly. I'm excited. I would definitely want to go see him.
He has a couple good songs that I have liked.
More than I like. He's one of those people where like I knew songs from him that I didn't know was by him. So
exactly.
On December 21st and 22nd is gonna be Macklemore, Seattle legend. Yeah, Grammy winner, the most controversial Grammy of all time, probably.
Yes. How did he win over Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar?
Hey, bro.
The world may never know.
Shout out to Seattle. Shout out to Macklemore. I've got nothing bad to say about him. He makes like radio hits, so he's definitely very popular. He's selling out stadiums. I'm pretty sure he's at the Climate Pledge back-to-back days.
Fuck, how does this song go? Thrift shop.
Bum 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 bum. He said, "I only got $20 in my pocket."
I'm saying, if those tickets go down to $20, I'm there, baby. That's gonna be lit.
He's like, "Yo." Walk up in the club like, "What up? I got a big cock."
He said, "When I was 13, I thought that I was gay."
Hey, bro, shout out to fucking Macklemore. Honestly, if the tickets drop...
Cold hard bars.
If the tickets drop, I might have to go check him out, just because I've never seen him before. And being from Seattle, like, it'd be a lit show.
It would.
Because he's got so many songs that you would know. Like, he makes a lot of popular music.
Definitely.
So. And then... the last one on the list, December 31st, Heart, which is an old rock band from the 90s. They made
Barracuda.
Ooh, Barracuda. Yeah, and I think they also made Hit Me With Your Best Shot. You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So had to put them on there. Classic rock band. You don't really know when they're going to go on tour, if they'll ever go on tour again. So I remember playing Guitar Hero 3, and that's the most, like, that's what I recognize them the most from, is playing their songs on Guitar Hero 3 when I was a little kid.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so, but that's all the concerts for December. It's kind of slowing down the concert season. It's getting to the holidays. It's almost festival season in a couple months, so this is December and January is kind of going to really slow down, but once February comes back, it's up again.
Yeah, because March is already packed.
Yeah. Literally, Playboy Cardi's in February, Bad Bunny's in March. Like, already next year is already set up with some fire-ass concerts.
Something that you guys can look forward to.
Plenty of content coming up. The next concert we're going to is Eladio Carrion. We talked about that last episode, but we will be going to his concert in a couple days from today.
Yeah.
And then on November 8th,
it's Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. We didn't
the Circus
include it
Maximus.
in the list, but we will be there on the floor for the Circus Maximus tour. If you're going to be there, let us know. We can make a little group. We will be running the pits. We'll be running the pits for sure. So if you want to come run the pits with us and have a good time, let us know.
Open it up, come on.
We'll
Greetings from Utopia. Open it up.
I would be so down to link up with any of you guys that are going to Travis Scott, and we can form a little group and go in. That would be dope.
Yeah.
If you made it this far to the end of the video, what
was the last song that Lil Yachty performed? We said it, right?
Yeah, we definitely said it. What is the last song that Lil Yachty performed? What song did he close his set out with? Let us know, because we definitely mentioned it. If you were listening, you would have caught it. But
yeah, someone already commented the code, and we're gonna get them their Cash App on the last episode.
Oh, come on. Yeah, we gotta send you your money. I got a new phone, so I don't have YouTube Studio on my phone yet, and I didn't see that comment.
I got it. I told them to send their Cash App, so whenever they do, they'll get that.
Hey, come on.
Just so you know, you can get that too.
Yeah.
For your next concert ticket.
If you comment the last song that Lil Yachty performed of his show and your cash tag, you'll get $5 from the PitCrew Podcast. I saw another video we were talking about at the end of the last video. Travis Scott concerts were $5. Even still, they're like
I've seen them go to $7
or $8. Yeah. So if you're not at Travis Scott, you're fucking up. If you don't want more than half of your ticket to Travis Scott, then I don't know what to tell you.
It's at the Climate Pledge. If you're going to sit in the nosebleed, you're still going to see him perfectly fine. It's the Climate Pledge Arena. That arena is so small that you can sit in the very back and have a great show.
And it's not like how at Joji half the one end is going to be closed. The whole thing will be open because the stage is the whole floor.
That will be a show not to miss. I'm already telling you right now. I haven't even gone. Don't miss that show.
You're already fucking up. If you don't have your ticket when you're watching this, you've already fucked up.
Basically.
But I don't think we have anything else to say besides thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook. I made a Facebook page. They fucking banned it the same day, but I don't know. I'm gonna get it back. We have hella clips uploading. I've got clips scheduled every day for a long time coming up. So if you follow us on our socials, there's actually things posting now worth your time to go look at. So look out for more clips. Other than that, thank you.
Peace.